the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is January 25th, 2024. It is 5:52 a.m. This is video number 2. So this video will be on PYTE channel. This is where I am now. Let's look at some numbers. 3,511 subscribers, and this is what I'm looking at. I'm monitoring right now. 2,762 public watch hours. I need 4,000. All right, so let's go on Twitter. I just did this on my last video, which is on APU Team Sussex. So let's go to the first tweet for this video. Okay, so there's this here. All I will tell the Royalists and their press is don't stop. Okay, the Jamaicans are not impressed with this nonsense the British press and the monarchists are spinning. The Sussexes were invited because of Bob Marley is a global icon, and their appearance was because of that and nothing to do with their royal connection. All right, so there's no comment. Let's go into that. All right, so it's 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Bob Marley movie, but when Prince Harry and his wife Meghan made the appearance on the red carpet, it all made sense. The decision by the authorities to block several roads in the area. For sociologist Dr. Orville Taylor, the royals' presence at the event does not represent any symbolism.
They're recognizing that Marley is an international brand, and that's pretty much what it is. these two people who are here in their private capacity, as public figures nonetheless, but they're in their private capacity, to be part of something that is just global.
But that is not the perception of critics in the UK of Jamaica's decision to remove the king as head of state. As images
Again, the video that I just recorded and on INVICTUS Sussex, just compare the dates, okay? Because it's the same date as today, but you guys probably gonna see them different time. So yeah, they were making reference to that. Why Harry's over there? He's gonna be working and all of this. So I'm glad Jamaica is setting them straight. Okay, Harry and Meghan are public figures. They're global icon, and they have good friendship with the country. So why not invite them, especially if they're married? The UK literally highlight their union and make it seems like it's a bad thing. So Jamaica is embracing it and say we applaud that. Jamaica didn't say that, but anyway, let me not carry it away. Let me move it back slightly. Okay.
Perception of critics in the UK of Jamaica's decision to remove the king as head of state. As images of the couple posing with Prime Minister Andrew Holness spreads online, international news, particularly in the UK, have not been kind. Like The Telegraph, Harry and Meghan pose with anti-monarchist Jamaican Prime Minister. And Page 6, insensitive. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle slammed for posing with anti-monarchist Jamaican Prime Minister.
And this is what I was saying on my last video. Okay, they don't want who's creating the headline, and for that woman and the other guy, the presenter, asked the other the guest about this nonsense, and thank God he put them in their place. Go on PYTE, not PYTE, on INVICTUS Sussex. That's where that video is. I just finished recording it.
There is so much disapproval associated with this couple. This partly royal couple, that former royal couple, I'm not quite sure what they are now, that there's almost nothing that they can do that will get approval from the royalists or, the persons who have strong feelings towards the monarchy. The move towards reparation began very close to 20 years ago here. So that has nothing to do with these people. And there's nothing at all in our narrative that says that in dispensing with the monarchy, which I believe independent countries should do, it means nothing more than that.
But are the unpleasant reactions a reflection of what will happen when Jamaica finally gains republic status?
Dominica is a republic. Little Dominica. What are the recriminating measures which are taking place? It's not going to happen. There's nothing. Right? There's nothing. It's nothing more than a symbolic, because it is just like a stroke of a pen. You're going to have to change.
Oh my God, I would love to listen to this some more. Yeah, this is very good. There's no comment, so let's move on to the next tweet. That was a very good interaction. The UK is making noise where there's no noise. Okay, like the other presenter was saying, the guest was saying, okay, Barbados move on. Charles was there to, do the ceremony and all of that. So what noise are they making now? Because they invited Harry. All right, people wants to move in peace. They want to move forward in peace. The way the UK, whoever the government of the UK have its own goal, the way they want to move the country. You've hear, if you've been watching some of my other videos, there's this guy in a church complaining about immigrants coming to their shores and all of this, and his eyes look so freaking drunk and he's so fixed. You could feel the anger in his eyes when he was talking at that church. That was some old video. Okay, they don't want people at their shore. So UK has a different vision, and Jamaica and Barbados and many other Commonwealth countries have a different vision. So each one wants to be independent of that thing. It's not like the UK truly helped Jamaica. They just go and take and take and take. One of the things that I brought in, one of the discussion I brought up is when there's a natural disaster that happened in Jamaica. Do the UK invest and send money to repair the road, people who lose their home, send food or something like that? Okay, do the UK do that for Jamaica? And when you look at the visa system, okay, New Zealand, Australia, Canada have a different set of visa way of going into the UK, but Jamaica is completely different. So it's not like Jamaica is losing anything to move, move it separate ways. So I don't know why the UK is crying foul. They weren't helping anyway. Okay, they had all these at their disposal. It's the same way they're treating Harry and Meghan. You had two hardworking people, Harry and Meghan. They mistreated them, and then Harry and Meghan said, fine, I'll move on and do my own thing. And it's the same thing with Commonwealth country. They have all these Commonwealth countries at their disposal, but it's almost like they're spitting at them. Don't show them any respect. They have respect for themselves. Those Commonwealth countries have respect for themselves and say, look, let's move our own way, our own direction, and focus on our own goal. That's all it is. All right. The UK is making a huge mistake in so many ways. And I compare Puerto Rico with the United States, because Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth of the US. What is it? I don't even think if you're coming from from Puerto Rico coming to the mainland of the United States, I don't think you need any passport. You just travel like, it's another state. It's just that it's not a state yet. And I believe, I could be wrong on that, Puerto Rican could vote for president. Do the Jamaican have access to this type of thing, to vote for a prime minister or something like that? I was making reference to prime minister of the UK. Yes, I assume, with my basic understanding of Jamaican politics, yes, they vote for their own respective prime minister. But for prime minister of the UK, that's what I was making reference to. So I don't think so. All right, so they limit Jamaica, the black and brown country Commonwealth, to a certain degree, and then the Canada and New Zealand and Australia have a different set of rules for them. So Jamaica is not losing anything to move its own way. All right, so this is the next tweet. Welcome to Jamaica. Oh, let's listen to it. It's only 5 seconds.
Hi. Welcome to Jamaica. Thank you.
All right, so that was that. Okay, of course, he's a real Prince Charming. He's gonna be polite and nice while focusing on his princessa. There's the loving eyes. Oh, love it. There's the loving eye. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. Squaddies are everywhere. Next tweet. Okay, let's pause. This is 8 seconds only. Now, this is how you show up in the Caribbean and interact with people, not ride around in a colonizer jeep while decked out and fake freaking medals. All right, 8 seconds. Man, look at that Harry's eyes. His eyes is fixed to, I believe this is Ziggy Marley. His eyes are fixed as he speaks to that gentleman. I believe it's Ziggy Marley. I could be wrong. Alright, so that's that. There's the comparison here. Look at these clowns. And Karen crying because she had to visit a Bob Marley museum. Was she? Oh, damn, look at that fake smile. Like in one of the videos I just did, they're saying this is the genuine smile she ever had. There's that here. This is totally fake. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, there's that. Harry is home. There's this. Yes, he is. They love him there. I'm so glad Prince Harry is living his best life in the Caribbean. One love, Meghan, Harry. And it's just funny how no one knows where they will pop up next. It really angers the UK media and I love it. LOL. To the derangers showing up under the thread, from now on you will be immediately blocked. Just do that. Okay, being a respectful in the country you are visiting make a lot of difference to how you received. But these same people are concerned how a dark-skinned baby will look representing the monarchy, then they are mad dark-skinned people don't like them. Okay, Harry to marry into a... That's this. You could just pause and read it. My goodness, this is the nonsense. Treat people like shit and then they expect people to like them, to applaud them. Alright, Harry so damn lovable. Okay, right, and there's the thing here. Look at their face. Look at William's face. Wow. Okay, guess what your neighbor... Okay, let's pause. Guess what your neighbors can't stand those palace clown either. Let's see here. I can't see that. This is someone that I blocked. Let's listen. She was ready for them. Okay, in a few minutes, I have to wake up the kids. It's 6 o'clock now. Okay, 16 seconds. Let's listen. Let me read some of the things. What are they saying? You can shove the coronation up your ass. Okay, learn your history. The Wells were actually asked to recreate the moment by the military. What? Okay, they look like effing idiots. They could have turned down the offer instead of embracing themselves, recreating a moment in history people would rather forget. Colonial days are over. Good answer. Go offer your thoughts and prayers to your king and his winner. Okay, two grifters living a fake life. Harry and Meghan are living they're living their life. Go listen to that other interview.
It's a silly decision. This is a movie about one of the greatest reggae star ever. And Meghan has black descent, and so she's been invited to the premiere and gone. I don't think one can criticise someone with black heritage going to a movie about a great reggae star.
But the headlines that have come out of it, though, accusations that they appear insensitive, members of the royal family unwell, in hospital, going through surgery, and the like, and they're with a famous anti-monarchist. Is there nothing there that you think might be problematic?
I think they're two separate issues. First of all, travelling when a member of their family is not well. Well, they already live in Los Angeles, so they're hardly, if anything, they're going closer to their family than further away if they go to Jamaica. I'm not sure. It seems to me that both the King and the Princess of Wales have routine operations. They're not, life-threatening operations. And indeed, the Princess of Wales has had her operation. I'm not quite sure why you'd expect them not to travel when their family members aren't well. I mean, my parents haven't been well, and I continue travelling.
But Jonathan, they're travelling and
That's not what they wanted to hear.
doing that to a place and to a Prime Minister who last year suggested that they would leave the Commonwealth and remove themselves from links to the monarchy. It's not just the fact they're travelling when their family are ill, they're doing it at a time when, and schmoozing with people who have, in some aspects, attacked the monarchy.
No, they never did.
You could, the King Charles may say that's responsible. He went to the celebration of Barbados being independent from the UK and flew over to Barbados as Barbados ended their time as part of the UK jurisdiction. And I think because someone's anti-monarchist, when we had a brutal slave trade in Jamaica hundreds of years ago, I'm not sure they can be attacked for going with a democratically elected Jamaican Prime Minister. If that's the policy of the country. I mean, Barbados has remained great friends with Britain, even though now totally independent. And many could say perhaps that's a good way of keeping positive relationships with Jamaica, with the brothers of the next king being there. I think, there are positives here as well. I think this is an example of the media in Britain having one agenda.
Yeah.
Again, Meghan.
I mean, I wonder if it's... you make a good point there. You make a good point. But what about what they're doing there? Surely it's just to tout for business, schmoozing with people. Potentially there's some media types there, some bosses of big media companies that they can try and get some work off. Do you think this is more business than leisure?
Well, at the end of the day, unless you are a lucky sperm, in other words, your parents give you tons of money, or you've inherited tons of money, you've got to make a living. Previously we criticised Harry for living off the royal family whilst still a member of the royal family. He's made the decision to leave the royal family, therefore he's got to earn a living. I don't quite see why he'd be criticised for making a living, because if he didn't make a living, we'd criticise him for taking money off his father.
Jonathan,
exactly what they've been paid for in the books that they've published. But it seems to me that a woman of black heritage going to a film premiere of the most famous black reggae singer ever is not the most unnatural coupling. I think it's I'm Jewish. If there was a movie about the greatest Jew ever, I might travel to see that. I mean, why wouldn't Meghan travel to see a movie about Bob Marley? I mean, Bob Marley is such an incredible artist.
Yeah.
That's a great honour. And if they get a holiday in Jamaica as well, fantastic. They're entitled to go to sunny, nice places. I'm sure the two of you are going to have a nice holiday somewhere sunny this year.
Let me pause and go get it. To see how the guy answered. Oh, it's on that other channel. Anyway, Harry is making their own money and doing their own thing. Okay, this is not grifting. They're living their own life. Okay, a word pretend either made an impact or irrelevant. Okay, I agree. This. She was ready for them. Okay, let me do one more before I pause, and maybe within 2 hours I'll come back and finish. I have some more. Okay, 2, 4, 5 more. Next tweet. Funny how a source close to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle told the Mirror that Harry and Meghan contacted KKK and Charles, but then told them about Harry and Meghan going to Jamaica, or about the vacation they took, etc., etc. They are angry because Harry and Meghan are exposing their lying ass. They know nothing about Harry and Meghan. There's that here. Okay, there are no leaks in the Sussex team. A source in the British media world equal I made it up. The British media don't report the news, they create the news. And they will never stop. Too many still believe they're made up garbage, especially when it is about Harry and Meghan. There's all the thing here. Okay, they use the word source the same way they use black writers, reporters, commentators to hide behind. Make you believe that a black person wrote an article, but it is racist white writer hiding behind a black person name, etc. There's that here. I don't know. I probably didn't show it in a video, but I might have put it on a screenshot on my community board or something like that. Let me click on that, and then I thought it was an article. Okay, investigation launched into Daily Mail ghostwriting. Outrage grow after whistleblower reveal paper attached name of black commentators to racist articles. Okay, an investigation has been launched into a claim that the Daily Mail engaged in blackface ghostwriting by attaching names of black commentators to racist articles they had not written. The probe by Byline investigates, and exposed news follows the revelation by whistleblower Dominic Samuels that she had consented to a case of ghostwriting and rejected another request from Daily Mail staff. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to stop promoting the movie. There's this. Okay, quote, it was an easy bit of promo for Paramount because anywhere Harry and Meghan go, so too will the Daily Mail body language expert to analyze their every move. AV Club. Okay, the UK press have become a global laughingstock with their unhinged obsession with the Sussexes. Okay, so let's see what this is about here. Okay, the reason giving to people at least is that Paramount Pictures president and CEO Brian Robbins invited them. Oh, so it was him who invited. Okay, an ex-royal couple has, quote, a personal friendship, end quote, with the Robin family. It's an easy bit of promo for Paramount because anywhere Harry and Meghan go, so too will the Daily Mail's body language expert to analyze their every move. And it worked. And this is what I said on my last video. I didn't even see this. Okay, and I said it's for promotion. Look how the squad were talking about it, because I think it was a comment that says something about look at this, they're not even focusing about the movie Bob Marley or whatever. And I said, what are we doing here? We're talking about the movie, the promotion. I didn't even know there was gonna be a movie about Bob Marley. Alright, now that they're saying they are friends, this is why in one video, and I did 5 videos yesterday, I don't know which one I said it in, and I said something, I think the guy who was wearing white, and I believe that's either his girlfriend or wife, could be his wife, and I said, she looks familiar. I thought I saw her on the what's this thing, the Beyonce tour, because Meghan went to several of them, 2 of them, and I think she was in one of them, and I was like, she looked familiar. Still, I can't confirm it. I haven't go check to see if that's true or not, but that was the thought that I had. So apparently they are friends. The best thing, you know, support another person. And when you look at the dynamic of Bob Marley, the history of him and all of that, what he stands for, so I could see why it aligns with Harry and Meghan. So that probably was an easy yes. The only thing, this is why I'm inserting my full opinion here. Okay, the only thing is that when they fly over there, it's probably, okay, Meghan and Harry probably say, yes, I'll show up. And then they pay for their tickets to go over there. Okay, and probably their security as well. Alright, so let me read this and then I have to wake up my kids. Daily Fell Clown went like this. OMG, they reference body language expert. This isn't shade. They threw the whole thing for us. There's a laugh here. Can this British media understand that their bitterness and hypocrisy are obvious to outsiders and their articles will be marked, shaking my head, not only the British press, between this word obsession, Brexit, food banks, and 13 years of an inept government with one prime minister who then outlasts a head of letters, the UK as a whole is looking pretty silly these days. Okay, they are not ex-royals, just not working royals. That's true. I did hear that part here. Alright, the Daily Fail is a collective comedy club. Okay, the sad part is that they either don't realize or don't care that they are the laughingstock of the world. You can actually predict what their headlines will be whenever the Sussexes venture outside. And this is why I say I don't think the paper is for them. They are a republic, but it's just too bad the royal family don't see that. And this, I think Harry might have give them a warning about that. So when they see Harry is putting common sense into them, they divide the brothers and kick him out of there. Alright, let's read this and then that'll be it. And then I'll pause and come back a couple hours later. The Monty Python sketch. Okay, Princess Diana knew this power well. She used the world's press to draw attention to her charities and interests. One of her sons learned well. Yeah, that's true. Okay, it is any wonder that the British media is so widely distrusted worldwide. A recent survey published by the Press Gazette showed that only 31% find the British media to be trustworthy. Okay, the sad part is that they either don't realize or don't care. Okay, I read that already. So let me pause and go wake up my kids. Okay, so since the last time I paused the video, it was around 6 something. I had to do some stuff. Now it's 9:51 and I believe this is where I left off. Husband is up. He was supposed to be in the office, but he's not feeling well. He's working on the other computer, walking a worker, one of his employee, how to do something. But anyway, so I have the office, and he's not feeling well. I'm not feeling well as well, but I'm a much better shape than he is. I was gonna go to the gym. It's raining outside. I'm not 100%, so I'm gonna take it easy. I'll see how I feel later. But anyway, so this is where I left off. Let me read it again so I understand. I'm probably gonna repeat some stuff because I had literally paused the recording, so I then check back. If I check back, it's gonna stop. Okay, it was an easy bit of promo for Paramount because anywhere Harry and Meghan go, so too will the Daily Mail body language expert to analyze their every move. AV Club, okay, the UK press have become a global laughingstock with their unhinged obsession with the Sussexes. Okay, so now I understand what's going on here. They are using the UK momentum against them for publicity. So they know wherever Harry and Meghan goes, the UK is gonna talk their nonsense, which is exactly what we see. So they invited Harry and Meghan to come to the premiere, not only for a good publicity, okay, so the UK will go and talk and, you know, say their nonsense about Jamaica and all of that. And earlier today, I was looking on their ministry. Let me pause and open a new tab. So this is a new tab. Let me go under Ministry of Tourism and Jamaica. Okay, so this is their I'm saying Facebook, their Twitter page. Okay, so some of the thing I was looking earlier, so they're promoting tourism. A lot of the things that they did, okay, with Harry and Meghan, that's the thing I had on I'm talking about right now, okay, to put in their page when people are looking into their things. All right, and I read a couple tweets who already said, you know, their next vacation will be in Jamaica. So it is working. I would like to follow through to see I don't know where to go to get those numbers in terms of tourism after yesterday's premiere. How many if the tourism have increased, because remember they're trying to be independent from the UK, so they want to promote, and they're using the UK momentum, their hatred toward Harry and Meghan, for their benefit, because they know, Jamaica know how loved Harry and Meghan are. Okay, a lot of Jamaican love them, especially their love, the diversity, the hardship that they went through. So I think Jamaica is using is doing it in the right way, and I think Harry and Meghan understand as well. but I think it's, let's go back to the original tweet. I just wanted to show what's going on, and Ministry of Tourism in Jamaica. All right, that page. All right, so there's a lot of different topics here. I don't want to get into that, but for here, okay, the reason given to people at least is that Paramount Pictures president and CEO Brian Robbins invited them, okay, and the ex-royal couple has a personal friendship with the Robbins family. It's an easy bit of promo for Paramount, because anywhere Harry and Meghan go, so too will the Daily Mail's body language expert to analyze their every move. So all of this, okay, Harry and Meghan have been to Jamaica several times, and you know how Meghan is usually there to you know, support her friends and all of that. So that was an easy thing for them to do. Okay, so let me read some of the comments here. Okay, Daily Fair, I don't remember what I said earlier, but I know I started this and I had to run, wake up my son, and do some stuff. So sorry if I repeat myself. Okay, Daily Fell clowns won't like this. There's the laugh. OMG. They reference body language experts. This isn't a shade. They threw the whole dang forest. There's the laugh here. Can this British media understand that their bitterness and hypocrisy are obvious to outsiders, and their articles will be marked? Shaking my head. It's just that now people are starting to understand their pattern. Okay, they're using their momentum against them. All right, their hatred toward Harry and Meghan. So now people are using, okay, this is what it's business. It's just business. But the UK, with their greed and pettiness, you know, they like to make loud noise because they have control of medias, okay, to blast their BS. So they're using that. That's all it is. This is the way that I see it. I could be 1,000,000% wrong. This is the way that I see it. Okay, OMG, they reference, okay, am I reading things twice? Okay, not only the British press, between this weird obsession, Brexit, food banks, and 13 years of an inept government with one PM, Prime Minister, who then outlasts a head of lettuce, the UK as a whole is looking pretty silly these days. Okay, they are not ex-royals, just not working royals. Okay, Daily Fail is a collective comedy club. Okay, the sad part is that they either don't realize or don't care that they are the laughing stock of the world. You can actually predict what their headlines will be whenever the Sussexes venture outside. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. They're using the momentum, the mockery that they do on Harry and Meghan for their own benefit. All right, Is it any wonder that the British media is so widely distrusted worldwide? A recent survey published by the Press Gazette showed that only 31% find the British media to be trustworthy. I mean, people need to put a stop to it, because it was calling in the US. We were starting to see some of them. And I'm glad Dominion and Smartmatic, I haven't followed that to see how it goes, sue Fox News. Okay, with their BS, because a lot of time, when those big businesses, you know, showing how tough they are, people get scared. So it was good that Dominion and Smartmatic face Fox News head to head, and to debunk them. And then they caught the guy saying, yeah, he knew that they were lying, but he went on anyway, air the nonsense. So they were trying to, they did in the US. It's just that, thank God, a lot of people are awake. They're not sleeping. All right, the Monty Python sketch. There's the laugh. There's that. Okay, so funny. So let's go to the next tweet. I believe I add one more to it while I was away, and I saw something and I added to it. I think this was it. Okay, so there's that. Prince Harry and Meghan's history with Jamaica. Prince Harry's tour during the Diamond Jubilee 2012. I have a feeling wrong one. Okay, let me pause. Yeah, I went to my yesterday's list, so I had to go back to check. So this is the next one right here. I was like, it looks like I did that already. All right, so there's this one here. What I love most about the new era is that Toxic British Tabloids have zero access to Harry and Meghan. Instead, they have to scroll the internet like us mere models. We're all royal reporters now. There's that here. Actually, I think they stalk the Sussex squad. Again, why do I feel I did this already? That's true. I blocked the Daily Fail reporter from my followers just like the other day. Okay, I do feel I read this because I think I said I need to check my profile to see who's following me. Oh, don't forget body language expert and mind reading expert, just to name a few acquired skill set. Okay, true. We are multi-skill. Alright, so I think I'm done. I guess when I'm editing, I'll see if I did some stuff twice. Alright, so let's see here. Let me stop. Or should I say, let me do a prayer. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this recording. I have more on another list. So this is what I just did. That was earlier this morning. And there's more that I have. I'm gonna record them and then just put them aside. Whenever I have time, I'll edit. So let's do a prayer. Alright, so I look at back where I left this morning. So I completely forgot. I was already doing this list. So this is where I was. I stopped here. This is the last one that I did, which was fine. So now I need to do this. Alright, so oops. Let's go on Twitter and finish it up. Okay, I may not even edit it today. I want to do some other things. There are things I need to work on. So let's do this. Okay, you might hear my husband in the background talking to his office, so apologize. Right now it's 10 a.m. Alright, next tweet. Prince Harry and Meghan, wonderful love story. May they be happy forever. Harry and Meghan, royal. Alright, so someone saw the same thing that I saw. Is that the black dress? I said it in some old videos that I recorded since, premiere of Bob Marley. When I saw her walking in the red dress, and I did say it reminds me of the red dress she wore at the Intrepid. I did say it in one of the video. I don't know which one, but I did say it. And other people pointed out. So this is why I put this. Alright, same look. Except Harry's looking down over here. Alright, let's see here. This is my comment. Okay, I said that in one of my podcasts yesterday. I was like, this is similar dress to the one she wore in New York City at the Intrepid, but in black. I saw that too. Let's see here. Okay, it isn't a dress. Well, it's a skirt and a top. Okay, I came across other thing. I'm not a, how do you call this? I am not a fashion person, but whatever. Okay? Because it's two separate top, but it reminded me. Other people are saying the same thing. Let me pause and say whatever. I'm laughing. This is what I wrote. I was like, thanks for the correction. But at the time of typing it, I wasn't thinking of two-piece. I'm not a fashion person here. A dress to me is anything to cover your body. LOL. Fashion person will differentiate every piece of clothing one wears, from undergarment to outer garment. Me, everything dress. But anyway, the whole point is it reminded me of that, and other people saw it. That was the whole point of that. I don't want to make a big deal. I always tell you guys, I'm not a fashion person. I am not a fashion person. I will share some of them with you because I know some of you are into it and you're not on Twitter. I will do it. But other than that, I really don't care. Alright, next tweet. Okay, Meghan truly support women and girls unapologetically. There's the star and the heart. I love especially her support for business led by women. When it comes to promoting Jennifer Meyer's jewelry brand, it is her loyalty and love for the brand makes this even more special. Jen founded her own brand in 2005, created by hand and designed with love, fine jewelry born and raised in Los Angeles. more than somebody must my notification just pop up. It probably respond to what I just wrote. More than a business endeavor, the brand is a way for Jen to not only reconnect to her roots but also pay homage to those who inspire her along the way. Jen fundamentally believes in the creative power of supporting fellow artists and continues to foster community and collaboration in the industry. Okay, so these are the how will I say that? The squaddies who are into all of that. Okay, so and went into the history of that. So I thought I'd share it with you. So I'm assuming this is a piece that Meghan wore somewhere, maybe the earring or some sort. Okay, so there's Harry and Meghan and her assistant, and that's the bodyguard. Okay, so this is that. All this is why I think on my last recording, actually it's gonna be on this because it was part of this recording, I forgot, where we're talking how they use the momentum of Harry and Meghan to promote things. This is why, one of the reason they invited them to come to the premiere of the movie. And when you look at the history of Bob Marley, the thing he stands for, in one video I made the connection between him and Martin Luther King, but with their respective specialties. Martin Luther King Jr. was a preacher and Bob Marley was a musician, and they used their platform to, you know, fight for social changes and things like that. So now there's Harry and Meghan, they're using their platform, you know, to highlight something that is good. When you look at the history of Bob Marley, you know, there's some connection here. So I think this was an easy yes. I think, I'm not speaking on her behalf, but knowing the history of Bob Marley and what Meghan stands for. So, and then that piece that I read, the tweet where they say it's they are friend, and then they invite her to the opening. So, you know, the Royal Vats will, you know, promote it for them. That was an easy promotion right there. All right. Which Meghan was wearing this necklace from her jewelry ring too. So there's that. Good. I love Meghan's heart. Everything she does is with purpose and love. Look how many small businesses she has helped just by being authentically herself. Brilliant. There's that here. All right. So this is an ad. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, after that I'm gonna stop recording because right, next tweet. So there's this one here. Let's pause. Our mere existence outside of that institutional control was more of a threat. Prince Harry. Harry and Meghan happily thriving outside of the monarchy is a threat to the UK establishment. Their smear campaign isn't working and they aren't happy. The clowns. Okay, I think there's a thumbnails that I put, the blueprints is not working anymore, but now they cannot do their stupidity anymore like they did with Princess Diana, because too many eyes are open. They see their tactic, they understand their nonsense. You're looking at Harry and Meghan, they're minding their business. They're not, I never hear Harry and Meghan talk about the royal family, with the exception when they did the docuseries and their book, when Harry was promoting his book and Spare, whatever he wrote in the book, he promoted and whatever. After that, you don't hear anything. But consistently, every day, you're hearing the tabloid talking nonsense. If you look at my previous recording, is it GB News or something, who had a guest and they're asking about Harry and Meghan for going to Jamaica and all of that, and the guy put the people in their place. Okay, it's like Harry and Meghan are not supposed to work. Meanwhile, they cut their wings and they told them to go fly. Okay, without their support. So Harry and Meghan are surviving, doing what needs to be done to put food on the table, a roof over their head, and shelter their kids. All right. So it's like Harry and Meghan were not supposed to do any of that. So as a matter of fact, the institution, the royal rats, are highlighting Harry's hard work to say the others, this is what you could do too. All right, there's Harry and Meghan who did not have any support. Okay, any support from the royal family. They're thriving, so go do the same thing. I don't know when the UK is gonna realize that, because in one video, and I'm like one of the people who I try my best not to talk about the Cambridges. There's a lot of posts about them, about beauty and all of that. I ignore all of this. I don't want to talk about that. But whenever I come to instances where the conversation come up, I try to give the best advice that I can. And I said in one video, William should stop. Just stop doing this nonsense that he's doing, because in the long run, it's just enlightening people, highlighting Harry's hard work, what he himself could do, not because of freaking lucky sperm, his firstborn, and he has all those waiting for him, and he's not satisfied with these, everything that's awaits him, but instead he's tormenting his little brother, who is not getting any support from anybody. The only support they're getting is from their own two hands and their willpower, their energy, their force, and everything like that. All right, between him and his wife. Okay, and good people they surround them. All right, so pretty much the institution is highlighting Harry's hard work, what they themselves can do. So they better just stop. And like I said, more eyes are open. People are seeing what's happening, and people are understanding Princess Diana's situation a little bit more. All right, so I read this. Oh, let's listen to this. The SME campaign isn't working. Okay, so let's listen to that.
Really important point, which is we were forced to leave. We left in 2020. We moved out. We fled my home country. We moved to California. And for 12 months during lockdown, where we said literally nothing, it was relentless. And that was a real eye-opener for me. I never thought that we'd be away from it completely, but I did think that we would get some form of peace. But that's when I realized that actually our mere existence outside of that institutional control was more of a threat. And, there's a similar thing that happened to my mum as well.
There it is.
And look, they always knew that my wife was going to leave because of the way that they were abusing her. But I think the most embarrassing thing is that I just decided to leave with her.
Do they think the intent was to make her to leave or to break her spirit so she would be easier to control?
Because
either one would do, right?
A little bit like group therapy. You didn't know, did you?
It was just
you were saying again, I got a dinner reservation. What is this?
Exactly. Well, Harry, let's follow that feeling.
Both.
He is so funny.
I think both. I've never seen the level of abuse and harassment that I witnessed over my wife. Other members of the family, they've experienced different forms of that. But to see it happen the way that it happened, I was naive going into it. I didn't realise that the British press would be so bigoted. And even if I had, I wouldn't have accepted or understood that they could get away with it. But here we are, and we have created a fantastic life here in California, which is, by the way, it's beautiful, and America is a great place to live.
People mind their own business. And the thing is that, all right, like Harry said, I don't think he would ever understood it because he grew up in it. When you look at him wearing the uniform, the brother and sister-in-law, persuade him to wear it. They were leading him in everything negative, and the tabloid ran off for it, with it. And you still have people talking about it, even though Harry had faced it heads on and explain what he did afterward once this was put out and he understood the meaning behind it. And that brings to mind on RPU Team Sussex, there's a video that I had put, a podcast that I was listening to, and I shared the link with you guys about this racist, well, I don't think it's racist, this gentleman who grew up in a racist family, where he talks about how his parents really ingrained in him how to not like black people. So these things are taught, but this young man in the podcast was bright enough to question things. He had friends who were black, and then when certain words were said, and he didn't understand why they were bad, like the N word, and then he will pull his black friend aside and ask a genuine question. What is wrong with that word? And he prepared them in advance. This is why I say sometimes when people don't know, you just have at least once take the time to educate them of what you know. I'm not saying go around and teach and teach. Not everybody wants to learn. But if the opportunity is there and the person is willing, that's the key here, willing to listen to you and understand your perspective, your what you're trying to teach them, take the time, because you will never know how many others he's gonna shed light to the things that he was not aware of. Okay, so when he pulled his friend aside and asked, look, I forgot which word, I think it's the N word or something like that, and said, what's wrong with this particular word? Okay, and the friend was like, yo, don't say this is that, this is bad, but he could not understand why it was bad. And at the same time, from my point of view, I could understand why also he was not aware and understand of it. Not only, he said that he grew up in a poor family. His family were very poor. That's in the United States, by the way. And when you look at the schooling system, they're removing things, okay? They don't want to teach history. They don't want to teach things that part of our American foundation. So you could understand why he did not know. This is the thing many of us need to understand. When you have the opportunity to enlighten someone, take the time and do it. Because the school, you see, there's a vast array of group of people who are against black people, and they do not want people to learn about black history. Okay, next month in the US, February is going to be Black History Month. So if you have the time and you know the truth, take the time if the person is willing to listen. So Heavy, I can understand, he didn't know. So his perspective, being with his wife, okay, went into it naive. All he saw was love. He see the human being and he loved her, and he thought that was good enough. But his family went deeper than that. Okay, the tabloid went deeper than that. But when you look at the history of the UK, those groups of business people, this is how they thrive. You look at prime ministers who already reprimand themselves with reparation and all of that. So these are the group who are benefit from racism. So Harry had to learn the hard way, and that shed light. Who knows how many other people who were so blind with that type of racism to see Heavy going through that. Okay, their mouth was completely shut, which he said in that video, but yet the tabloid relentlessly continue and pounding at them non-stop. Okay, who knows how many other people who have been enlightened by his experience. It's very unfortunate they had to go through it, but in a way I think it shed light to many other things. Like I said, okay, this is another point I want to bring. In some of my old videos, I said the US had 2020 to put a halt to the full-blown BS that was going on with the hatred, the racism, and all that. It was always there, but it was going full blast right after President Obama thing, right? But the UK, I thought they had it, knowing that I was following certain key things, not everything, but some key issues I was following in the UK. When I saw the election, a little bit, couple months after the 2020 election, the UK had its own election. I really thought the UK had that in the bag. I didn't know how deep of a, what would I say, blind and hypnotism that the UK is in. Not only do some of the good elected officials lose their seat, they put more racists in the seat. And I was like, wow. And this is, I'm not surprised by the UK at all. So Harry and Meghan's union is the UK's sort of the US 2020 election. Okay, it put a halt to some people. I don't know, not a lot, because this is the foundation where racists came from. Okay, because all the negativity, the racism, the tabloid thing, I did couple videos about that. It came from the UK. From the UK. They spread it like wildfire throughout the world. Alright? So it's gonna be hard to remove that, but at least in our lifetime, in our experience, we get to see where Harry and Meghan's union sort of put a halt, whatever nonsense that was going on in the UK, at least a halt. It's not completely gone, but more people are talking. They're starting to understand the tabloid situation, because this is their root. The tabloid is the UK's root of problem. It's draining, it's holding the progress from going forward. Because, okay, there's other things. I'm branch off now. In many other videos on PYTE, I said that UK is a very bright country. It was going in a certain way. You have industrial revolution. They create many new things, and they were moving into an enlightened, smart people kind of way. But somewhere down the line, in the US as well, okay, in the US as well, somewhere within those things, someone was not benefiting from the way the accomplishment, the knowledge of people who's smart, who could make wise decisions. So there was a group who was not benefiting from that smartness. So they had to dumb down people. And that was happening in the US as well. But we're seeing much clearer in the US after President Obama's election. We saw it, I saw it way before that, and there are other people who saw it, but the people who were trying to show people this is what's going on, the noise was too vast for people to understand what the little people who saw the nonsense that was going on. But now I think, and this is why we have the woke. This is my own interpretation. I'm not going by any books or any professional, just my observation of life, pretty much. Okay? And this is why many of these people don't like the word woke. People are awakening. They see what been going in the background. They were doing it sneakily. They were sneaking those to dumb down the people and all of that. They always make excuses. There's no money for this, but at the same time they're giving themselves a tax break and all of that. A lot of people were not seeing it. They buy into all of the rhetoric because these people had the mic. Okay, you had Fox News, and it's the same group. Okay, it's the same group. You have the same group, Fox News, spreading stupidity, making people believe taxing the rich will help the poor. I don't know how some of those people buy into it, but when you look into Republican states, they are the poorest. But now I think some people are starting to enlighten. Not a lot, but it's much greater than before. Okay, so I went off. All right, where was I? I listened to this, and there's the image of Harry and Meghan. Love it. They, the men in gray, the firm royal family, have no control over them. Yep. Okay, so that was the only response. Let's go to the next one. I have one more after this. This video, I'm gonna connect it with the part that I did earlier, because I paused for a few, well, like 3 or 4 hours. Like 6 p.m. I had to wake up my kids and then come back. When I came back, I forgot where I was, but I started the list already. All right, so next tweet. There is a reason why Kathy support Williams and Kate. Okay, Jodiva. When do you anticipate our next bonus? The squad are making fun of that because the derangers think the Sussex squad get paid. Okay, Benji is one of Meghan's paid trolls, so he's going to be as smarmy. What the hell is smarmy? And snotty as he can be. She can even pays them bonuses. Vloggers have the screenshot of multiple squaddies bragging about Meghan paying them. I want to see my check too. I want to see my checks. This year we're getting a Valentine's Day bonus. You see, that's Jodiva. She's stirring the pot, adding more to the derangers thing. The derangers believe it. They believe it. Oh my God, the squad have a sense of humor. I think majority of the squad understand when we're joking and when we're serious and when we're fighting back. But the derangers, they don't get it. Oh my God. There's Joe Diva stirring the pot. That's what I call it. This year, we're getting a Valentine's Day bonus. I'll have them posted in your account by 14 February. Oh my God. Excellent. LOL. You see, there's the squad smiling, laughing at it. Okay, I've been waiting for my paycheck for calling our BS for 9.25 months. LOL. Okay, damn, still haven't gotten a check. Some randos on Twitter said that Harry and Meghan pays them, and you believe it? LOL. She's joking. She's a squaddie. She knows what she's talking about. Alright. Next tweet. Alright, you see the squad stirring the pot and they add their own comment to it. It's like, where's my check? Alright, next tweet. So this one I saw. This is Mr. Harriman. He was nominated, his film nominated for Oscar. Alright, that's him who retweeted it. He said, oh my God, OMG. Short on time, big on talent. Here are this year's nominees for live action short films. Alright, so let's look at it. Oscar nominees for live action short films: The After, Mr. Harriman and Nikki Bentham. Okay, Invincible. Okay, so there's the rest. This is the one that I'm The After. And I believe, did Harry and Meghan, I think Meghan had did a discussion with Mason regarding that. Alright, I think it was. Alright, there's the clap. Well done, Oscar nominee. Okay, big ups. There's the thumbs up. Deserve it. Congratulations. Congratulations is just going to keep coming. Alright, so this is it. Let me pause. I see my notification. So that's it. People, things that people like. Yeah, so I'm done. I did a prayer already. Prayer for, let's say, momentum. Okay, to use the UK momentum against them. That's what I'm thinking. More momentum. Okay, let's see here. If there is a prayer on that image. Okay, so there's some prayers. Let's see this one. Okay, as Goliath moved closer to attack, David quickly ran out to meet him. Reaching into his shepherd's bag and taking out a stone, he hurled it with his sling and hit the Philistine in the forehead. The stone sank in, and Goliath stumbled and fell face down on the ground. 1 Samuel 17:48-49. Okay, that was strange. From momentum, and I got this prayer. Okay, alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And this video, I just finished it and uploaded and scheduled for 10 a.m. and it's live now. Alright, so that is it.